Welcome to Bedtime Stories with Coach Cynthia. Over the years, my dreams have helped me in unimaginable ways. When I experienced homelessness, my dreams guided me to my new home. When I was feeling lost and unsure of myself, it was my dreams that reminded me exactly who I was and what I was made of. Too often, we look outside of ourselves for valuable information. And that's why I love how God uses my dreams to help me constantly navigate this thing called life. I'm excited that you're here with me. Let's dive in. I never imagined that I would want a divorce. I always had been the person that tried to reason, tried to see the brighter side of things, always tried to resolve issues. And it was always my dream as a child to have the husband, to have the home, to have the children, for us to parent our children together, to have a home that was filled with love and warmth and that was welcoming and inviting. And every time you come over, we had food to share. And that was what I had created. I had created that with my husband, and I was happy about that. But something happened when I turned 29. Now, on the outside, our life looked picture perfect. He was aspiring to be a captain, and I was working at a Fortune 100 company. We were bringing in decent money to the point where we could take our children on family vacations. We were able to furnish our home the way we wanted to. We were able to have 2 cars, a dog, nice home, and just, look like the American dream. But it wasn't. It wasn't. I experienced infidelity. I experienced lack of involvement with, emotional abandonment, we'll say that. And something happened within me at the age of 29 where the things that I could ignore so easily was not easily ignorable anymore. And I actually found myself a little upset with myself because this feeling, this shift, it was causing me to change. And I didn't want to change. I wanted to keep my life the way that it was. I had accepted things for what they were, and I wanted to continue to keep things the way they were. And so a part of me got frustrated with myself. I was frustrated because I could no longer accommodate the behaviors that were disrespectful, the infidelity. And so this feeling, and I've heard a term for it. I forget what the term of it is right now, but it's a realm that you enter into right before your 30s or something like that. I don't know. It could have been my life cycle, what the year of 9. I don't know where I was at that particular time, but it caused me to have to disrupt my life and follow my heart, which meant leaving the marriage, which meant disturbing the life that we had created for our children, which meant, oh my God, feeling like I emotionally abandoned the family. It took me to a place that I was scared because it was an unknown place. It was an unknown place, and I was afraid. And so when I had this dream that I'm about to share, it made all the sense. But in the dream, I completely had forgotten about my waking life. So in the dream, I am moseying on alone, driving on the interstate, and I'm headed across town to go visit some friends or do something. And I get to the bridge on the interstate. And without any warning, without any notification, without anything, I'm riding and the bridge goes out. There's no more bridge. Oh my God. And so my car goes off this bridge and into the water. And I'm like, what the hell? Where are the warning signs? There was nothing to indicate that the bridge was going to give out. I was pissed. I was pissed beyond measure. I thought that my car would float when it got in the water. I mean, I had never experienced anything like that, so I didn't really know what to expect. But this dream is so interesting because it was the tale. It outlined the entire experience that I was having in my life. It felt like a crisis. So in the dream, when I'm submerged in the water, there's this pool on my vehicle and I go under the water, like deep, deep in the water. And what's so fascinating now as I think about it, I mean, I had this dream over 20 years ago. The water didn't get in my car. I wasn't drowning or anything, but the car was pulled deep down in the water. And I remember when I got down to the bottom of the, what was that, a river? Yeah, the river. That's when my car filled with water and I started panicking and I'm like, oh my God, I have to get out of here. You know, I don't know how many people have had this experience, but when you're in a car, you know, and you're underwater, you cannot open the door easily because you have that push from the water. And so I was panicking and I was trying not to drown, but I was afraid because the car was just filled with water and I just did not know what to do. So I started panicking and I passed out. So I pass out, and when I come to, I'm in an ambulance, and the ambulance, it takes me to the side of the road. It's like this whole underground world under that river. You know, I was taken to dry land. I was in dry land, and the ambulance, they took me to the side of the road. They revived me and they told me, you're going to be fine. You'll be okay. Everything's good. And they left. I'm like, where am I? Where am I? So I'm in this foreign country, this foreign place. And so I'm walking. There's a gift shop. I'm walking. There are people. There are stores. My clothes are drenched. I still had money in my credit cards in my pocket, and I was able to go get some new clothes. I remember going to the store and getting some new clothes, and I was looking for a way to get back home in the dream, but that life didn't exist anymore. And so I was so frustrated because here I am in this unknown area. How am I going to survive? I don't know anyone here. What do I do? But I remember looking up, and it was so interesting because when I looked up, you could see, like, it looked like glass, but I could see the river, the water from the river through that glass. And so I was there. There was no way to get back to life as I knew it. And I ended up staying there and just creating a new life. But I remember in the dream, I was angry because I felt like I didn't get a warning. Nobody told me that the bridge was going to go out. I'm just moseying on in life and driving and getting to my working to get, to my destination. And then this bridge goes out. And that's how I felt in my waking life. Like, no one had ever said anything about shifts, when you're at a certain point in your life. I had never heard about shifts in life where you will not tolerate, you cannot accept what you've been experiencing. It's like a new you wants to emerge, and I didn't know what to do with that. I wanted to suppress that person because it was causing me to change, and I knew how to function where I was in life at that point. Even though it was uncomfortable, it was demeaning at times, it was disheartening at times, I still knew how to function in it. The water represented all the emotions. I was submerged in my emotions. I had to face them. I had to face what I was feeling. I had to face what I felt about my marriage, what I felt about myself. And then the ambulance came to show that I would be healed. Healing would take place. But I had to be willing to stay where I was in an unknown place in order to rebuild, recover, re-strengthen myself. It was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable. And, I did it. I did it. And even in my waking life, moving, I had never lived on my own. I went from my mom's house to my husband's mother's house, and then me and him getting our own place. I had never been alone. And so I was afraid. I had to face that fear of being afraid to have a place on my own. But these were aspects of myself that needed to be explored. They needed to be let out. They needed to be engaged in, because I couldn't I didn't feel like a whole person having not experienced those things. And so that dream of that bridge going out, it was a wake-up call to me. It was a wake-up call as well as an invitation to how my life was shifting back then, and to reassure me and let me know that I would be taken care of. But I had to be willing to go into unknown places in order to experience the freedom, in order to experience the healing. There were no ambulance on top of that, on that bridge. Actually, I was the only one on the road. Life will present situations to you that cause you to have to shift, and it could be uncomfortable. And sometimes when we go to sleep, we have all of these unsettled emotions in us, and our dreams come to bring to us those unsettled emotions, to help us understand what's really going on a deeper level, help us to be able to break it down, relate to it, understand it, receive from it, and appreciate it. And that's what this dream did for me. When you don't understand the language of your dreams, or you don't understand how to get the most from your dreams, you miss a lot of information. You miss a lot of wisdom and insight. You miss opportunities to make better decisions, have better finances, grow your business. Listen, understanding what your dreams are saying can be intimidating. It could be downright overwhelming. But you cannot afford to ignore your dream messages anymore. Too often we look outside of ourselves for valuable information, and God is using your dreams to get the information to you, to bring the answers to you, to give you the insight and direction that you're longing for. I have created an online course titled Dreams Speak, how to get the most out of your dreams, because I want to show you how to use your dreams to end destructive behaviors, overcome unhealthy patterns of thinking, attracting poor romantic partners, and being able to identify why you're stuck and resolve internal conflicts, and so much more you'll learn through this online e-course. Now, during this course, you're going to learn how to break down your dreams' messages in a very comprehensive way. You're going to be able to decode dream symbols, and you're going to be able to journal your dreams in a systematic way that will help you get the most out of your dreams. So if you're tired of being in the dark regarding what your dreams are saying to you, and you're ready to use your dreams to start creating a life that you love waking up to, I want you to go to my website, which is www.cynthiasnewell.com, and I've placed the link in the bio of this video. I want you to go there, and I want you to sign up for this online class. You will not be disappointed. You will learn so much. It's so much more than what I'm even sharing here, but you're going to learn so much more and you're going to get some great bonuses. So don't delay. Hurry and go secure your spot today.